Hey guys, today we're going to be breaking down the new free-to-play Blue Goku. There is also, of course, going to be the Zenkai for the tag Blue Goku and Vegeta. For whatever reason, they aren't in the data yet, so I don't know. Either they're coming out tomorrow or they're coming out next week or 2 weeks from now or a month or a year from... I don't know. There's literally no indication of when they're coming out, so I'm assuming it's tomorrow because they already tweeted out that they're coming, but I don't know. We don't know yet, so we'll see. But we'll talk about this free-to-play Blue Goku here. This is the technically final character of the year because he's coming out on the 31st. And this guy is basically this year's equivalent to last year's Blue Beerus. And then 2 years ago, we got the Blue Full Power Broly. So 3 years in a row, the free-to-play character in New Year's has been Blue. Interesting. All right, so he is a range type. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pump him up to max stats. He's got... Oh, it's pretty even stats, though. 258, 260. So you can kind of go strike or blast with this guy. Not the worst offenses, I guess. I mean, I would have preferred better. Because he's sitting at just above 250 to main offenses, which is... It's okay. He's got good defenses, though. Over 180 to both defenses. Those are... 180 to both defenses is like what we want to see from summonable characters. That's pretty good. He's got a lot of teams, of course. Saiyan, Sun Family, God Key, Future. I mean, that's a lot of teams. Normal Strike. He's got Anti-Armor Blast. Okay, that's useful. Oh, there goes the cord because I touched my screen for half a second. Thanks. The blue card is Super God Combat. So this is probably going to be a copy and paste of the red Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Deals mass impact damage. No blast armor? No blast armor on this Melee Blue in 2025. Okay. Draws a card. 15% damage inflicted. Oh, it stacks. Okay. Up to 30%. 20% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. Card draw speed for 15 count. The blue card? Huh. Card draw speed from using the blue. That kind of makes me a little bit nervous that he's not going to have normal card draw speed, but we'll see. The green is Extreme Outburst. Randomly draws at most 2 new cards. So he's got a refill. 15% health and 50 ki. Pretty good. Actually, for a free character, 15% healing and 50 ki is decent. 15% damage for 30 counts, but 30%. He's got Cover and All in the green, okay, for 10 counts. And then all enemies get +2 to sub counts for 15 counts. But it's an attribute downgrade, so they're not going to get afflicted by that right away. All right. Really not a bad green for a free character. He gets a full hand. He gets Cover and All, he gets damage. And like, what is the difference between this and like Ultra Golden Frieza's green? It's like the same thing almost. It's pretty good. Obviously, he's not getting Vanish back on this, but this is not bad, actually. Pretty good green for this character. Main ability is a long main ability. Randomly destroys 2 of your own cards and draws a blue and a green next. Okay. Gets 50 ki, 20% damage for 20 counts. Reduced ki effects to self for 10 counts. Or nullifies reduced ki effects to self. Cancels enemies attribute upgrades and buff effects. If own health is 50% or below, he's going to heal 30% and inflict all enemies with no switching. Yeah, so this is easily going to be the most useful thing about this character, I would assume, is the no switching on this. No switching for 10 counts is a very old school main ability effect that we just don't see anymore because it's insane. They just don't do it anymore because it's toxic as hell. They've added a condition to this character for this. Obviously, he needs to be below 50% HP. We'll see if he has a disrupt at half health or not. I don't know. Like, I'm looking for reduce enemies ki by 100 when health is 50%, or reduce or destroy all enemy cards when health is 50%, or something like that. We don't want him to have healing, obviously, because then he would just heal above the threshold and not be able to do this. But if you can get this no switching off consistently from his main ability, this guy actually might be really annoying to fight. Z ability is Future, Event Exclusive, or Sun Family, Base Blast, and Strike. Oh, so both defenses? Okay, sure. Alright. So 100% damage, 70% damage reduction, 50% to keep recovery. Oh, he does have card draw speed. Okay, that's good. So he gets double card draw speed by using the blue. -5 to blast and special move arts costs. Sure. Looks decent. Falling effects occur when this character enters the battlefield, draws a card, 30 key, 80% damage. Reduce enemy key by 20. Okay, so he's at 180% damage already. Falling effects occur every time when faced with an enemy if their health is 50% or above. 10% damage. Oh, he goes type neutral? Okay, I mean, I guess that's good. There's a lot of greens right now. So that's actually pretty good. Plus 15% to damage received. Minus 15% to health restoration. Oh, he's got death buffs? 20% damage inflicted and then 30% to key recovery as death buffs for the team. Sure. Okay. Shortens own sub count by 2 as default. That could be useful for the lock-in. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike arts card. Wait, what? He's a ranged character, right? Restores key by 5. 10% damage for 30 counts up to 20%. 10% to critical rate for 10 counts up to 30%. Oh, no, okay, then he has the same thing for blast. Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell? He's a blast character. First key by 10. 10% damage for 30 counts up to 20%. And then, oh, he's actually stacking sustained damage cut penetration. Minus 10% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 10 counts. So it sounds like you want to be alternating between using strikes and blast because you can only stack those damage effects up to 2 times for each one, right? So if you use 2 strikes and 2 blasts, you're going to get 40% damage, which is solid from those. Falling effects occur when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character's on the battlefield. Heals 5%. Reduce enemy key by 5, minus 15% to key recovery. Oh, but that doesn't reset though. You know, that healing 5% could be actually pretty annoying. If the enemy makes you fall like just barely below half health, and then you heal over being at half health, and then you can't lock them in, that potentially could be annoying, but yeah, it's fine. After enemy attack is over, 20% to own health restoration for 20 timer counts. Nullifies enemies' endurance effects when this character attacks for 15 counts. Huh. Okay. And then inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 to card draw speed. That's kind of worthless. -1 card draw speed level for 5 counts when their attack is over. I don't really think that's too... whatever. The endurance effect nullification could be interesting. I'm just thinking of... I mean, it sounds like a pretty unlikely scenario, but like the enemy finishes attacking you, you're below half health, and you after that gain priority on them, and then if you're below 50% health, you could lock them in with endurance nullification and then kill them. That's like what I'm thinking of, but who knows how likely that is to do. So no disrupt on this character, huh? All right. So we're gonna have to, I guess, manually fall below 50% HP and then switch to maintain that HP level. Okay. I mean, we'll see how he looks. If we can consistently get the lock-in off, then he's going to be pretty good, I think, for a free-to-play character. We'll see. I don't really think there's anything else. I mean, we can go to equipment here, go to the archive, and then I've been doing a lot of awakened equipment, just cleaning up a lot of the equipment I never got because we're in the Ultra Bonanza right now. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything in here besides the awakened equip that we already looked at last week. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is the only like new thing we're getting in terms of equipment here. This is very good though. This is very obviously designed for the Zenkai Blue Goku and Vegeta. Not so much the Goku we looked at because he's a range type, but I mean, again, he's got pretty even stats. So if you want to go strike on him, you can. This is really good though. 27% base strike, 12% pure strike. That is very good. Other than that, we do have the Happy Bag banners dropping right at midnight for New Year's in Japan time. I'll do a separate video, of course, as I usually do on those. I'll talk about them. The best banners of the year usually are what those are, but it obviously takes real money to summon. There usually is like a CC version that you should always do, but for the money version, obviously, I'm not going to be able to say whether or not to do that or not. It just comes down to personal situation. But that's pretty much it. I don't know when we're getting the Zenkai for the Blue Goku and Vegeta. I'm presuming it's tomorrow, in which case I actually probably won't even be around for it until tomorrow night. So I'll be a few hours late covering that probably, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, they just aren't dropping it today, which is a little weird considering they posted the social media posts. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the free-to-play Blue Goku. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.